reading is such an expensive affair. Where do people get all the money to buy all these books? You know what? I guess they're more passionate about reading than I am, and that's why they get the money to buy books. Wrong. These are all the excuses I've had when people have comes to getting money to buy books. But you know what? If you want to do something, if you're passionate about a goal, if you're passionate about a skill or a gift, let me tell you, you will find ways to get money to do that. And we're living in the 21st century. There are so many ways to go about acquiring that which you're passionate about. And in today's video, I'm sharing about tips on how you can get money to buy more books. And the first tip that I want to share is about budgeting. With buying books, there's no getting around the fact that you have to budget. Budgeting is telling your money where it needs to go. You know what? You have goals, you have desires. But when you start budgeting, when you start telling your money where to go, where you sit down with your income, you sit down with the funds that are available to you and actually budget all your expenses, sit down, write it out. The more you track your expenses for that month, the more you budget, the more you look at where your money is going, the more you realize, you know what, I actually have money. That one cup of coffee at Java, that Uber ride to and fro from office and back home, when you cut back those amounts, they actually add up. Because let me tell you, that cup of coffee at Java is like, I think 250. 250 times, if you're taking it 3 times in a week, it just adds up. I think that's 750 for all the math geeks who are watching this video. 750 2 times in a week, imagine, gives you 1500. A book is 1500, and that's at like Prestige. You can get a book at 1500, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. You have to learn to budget. You have to sit down with your finances, look at all the areas that you are able to cut down, analyze your expenses. Just track your expenses for a month. Sit down. I know you'll think this is for the introverts, but let me tell you, budgeting will save you. Budgeting will show you where you can get an extra coin. You might not need to buy that shoe this month. You might not need to buy that dress this month. You can actually cut it out, use what's available in your closet, and through that, be able to acquire a book that you can actually get, and actually changing your mindset. Changing your mindset that you know what, this is not an expense. And even in your budget category, rather than putting your books in the expense category, you can put it in the investment category, because reading books will eventually bear a return. There's no way you're going to read a book for a whole month, read on it, reflect on it, and it not bear a fruit. So I actually urge you, just take time this month and budget. Look at your expenses and cut out things that are not necessary. My second tip for you in buying more books in 2023 is discounts. Let me tell you, you have to be on the lookout for discounts. Me, I'm constantly on the lookout for discounts. We were just from Valentine's. Let me tell you, if you walk to all the bookshops in town, there were discounts because of Valentine. Buy one, get one free, or this amount has been reduced. When you're buying books, or when you're in the process of realizing that your finances are a bit tight, you have to be constantly on the lookout for discounts. Check out Jumia, check out I think the online portals, and just see if around these holidays, especially like Valentine's, New Year's, Black Friday, I think there's now this Cyber Monday, there's what is it called, Women's Day, especially around the big holidays. Easter is coming up. When you know that most shops, or most retail shops around this festive season, around this holidays, they've created Black Fridays to be able to sell more books. When now you're able to reflect on this, then you're able to get more to make your money stretch, because a book that was going for 1,500 will have an offer for 1,000, and saving 500 on two books will give you an extra 1,000. Then you're able to buy three books. So those are some of the things that I usually do when I'm not even, because I know I need to buy a book at the end of the month. So I'll walk around a Prestige, I'll go around Textbook Center, I'll go around uh, there's which on Keswick. I'll go around the internet and just scout all these online places that sell books for those who love online books. And the more I scout, the more I'm on the lookout for these discounts. It's like the world communicates and sends you messages. You're just walking down the street, and even maybe it's not a bookshop, but they just have they have some small books, and they're like offer, 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 offer. So that's one of the tips that I like to share with you, is that be on the lookout for discounts. Discounts actually pull through for someone. And the more you are able to spot them, sometimes, let me tell you, even people who are rich, let me tell you, they know how to spot discounts on like real estate. They know how to spot discounts on opportunities, and it's not paying the premium price. It's, you know what, the book is the same. I just need to ensure that my money, which I currently have, can be able to stretch. And my third tip for you is buy bulk books in bulk. I think I keep on saying bulk buying, but this is what has saved me so much, because the biggest, as based on tip 2, looking out for discounts, the biggest discounts I think I've discovered thus far is Big Bad Wolf when they come to Kenya, or I don't know when they, but every time they're in Kenya, I am just ready for them, because I know a book that costs 1,500. When Big Bad Wolf comes, you can get that book at 500, 450 at times. Their discounts are so ridiculous. I think other bookshops or other retailers of books actually just wonder how these people do it. But I think it's the concept of them buying books in such big bulk that they're able to transfer that discount to you. So I always ensure when I just see their flyer, or when I see their billboard that they're around town, I go buy books in bulk. You know what? I've set for myself a goal that I need to read 2 books a month. Those are 24 books, and maybe I need to buy my children books, like 1 or 2 books per month. So I already know the numbers that I need. And so what I will do is, if I've saved along the month, again, back to the first point, budgeting, then that means then when they come, I can buy a book. My 1,500 for one book can get me 3 books. So I ensure, especially children's book, that's what I usually do. I wait for them like a hawk, like I'm there ready to pounce on them. Because you know what? This is a culture and a habit that over and over and over keeps on saying you are the books that you read. And so I always tell my friends, buy in bulk. When big discounts are around the corner, just cut out something that maybe you had planned for that month. Maybe you had planned that month to go on a trip, or maybe you had decided you're going to buy a handbag. Just deny yourself for that month, buy in bulk, then you're sure you have books to read for the next 3 months. And then you can just pace yourself more and more. And so those are the tips that I'm going to leave you with, that if you want to buy more books, and it's not about the money that you have in your pocket, budget. There's no getting around it. You have to budget. You have to look at your expenses, ensure that you can be able to cut down on the expenses and spot the things that actually take up so much of your money, so that you can transfer that amount to buying book. Be on the lookout for discounts, or especially around the holidays or around big events. March is coming up, and that means International Women's Day is around the corner. So they might be giving offers around women books. Those are most of the tricks that these bookshops do. And when you hear a major book retailer are coming in town, please buy in bulk. It will save you money down the line. And yes, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share these videos with your loved ones and friends who have reading goals that they want to achieve in 2023. And let's keep learning together.